What's up, guys? Harry here, known as Trade Sharp, bringing you the daily updates. As always, be sure you subscribe, like this video because I'm bringing you this content daily, giving you nice, short and sweet updates, straight to the point. CMEs did close yesterday. We did get the weekly close. This does look like a healthy weekly close. I mean, it's not as healthy as I would have liked it to be, but you got a wick up to there. We got a bit of a sell-off, but we're closing bullish. It is green, and what I like about this is that we have an accumulation of wicks down here, which is pretty healthy to have this accumulation of wicks. It's not really giving us, it basically says extension. To be honest, I would just like to see Bitcoin as well close like this on a weekly, which will be coming in about a day. So today, if it does close at the same way, then generally I'm looking at it, it looks pretty good. So remove these Bollinger Bands, go into the lower time frames. So the daily doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I don't like, that wick is, of course, we all know what happened yesterday. If we did close above this area on a daily, I would say immediate extension, but we didn't. But on the 4 hour, it's a bit more obvious. We did get above my target where I said we need to close above 34,000, but we still didn't close above 37,000. Now, I was saying this yesterday that it was very important we close above 37,000 to see extension. We wicked above and we didn't get any extension, and you can see the result of not closing above 37,000 is we got sold off. This tells me that there's a lot of sell positions open here. But it's not a death sentence because if you look at this, we've kind of broken. I mean, we still haven't broken structure, and this is what I don't really like. But to be honest, I'm not looking at this bearishly. It's just, it's a still we kind of broken this structure, but you can see it hasn't taken out this high here, but we did break this high, and we see this a lot in traditional trading, all right, and it looks very, very, very similar. And I think that this concept is going to work here on Bitcoin, and it's a very clean institutional concept, and I'm going to share it with you. So what we see here, we see this downtrend here. We see one last fake out, all right? So we see a range. We see now the range gets broken. This range gets broken. So this is initiation, and then now we see mitigation, so it comes back to test here. So this is mitigation. And now from mitigation, we want to see continuation. So what happens is, as traders, is that you see this move that shakes everyone out. Then we see initiation. We see it initiate up. All the breakout traders are taking this trade, hoping that they can open a long-term position going to all-time highs. Then we see a breakdown, then we see, so we see the initiation, then it breaks down, uh, which is obviously now they're all, lost their positions. And then from here, we should see continuation, and that's when the actual move happens. Like, I don't see this as bearish, to be honest. I just see this as a classic institutional play, to be honest. And what would tell me that we would have extension at least up to this high here is a closure above this 34,000. The problem is it is the weekend, and I don't know how volume is doing on the weekend. We can see we got that spike yesterday, but now volume very sharply declined here. Even on the 1 hour, it will be very, very, very evident. You can see volume is getting really low. And if we do see this move with a lot of volume, but I don't know where that volume would come from, retail obviously, then yeah, I do see us to continue. But to be honest, I'm not looking at this as a death sentence. I look at this as pretty good. We might get rejected here, come back down. If we do get rejected up here, I look for us to come trade down at least to 32,000. If we do break 32,000, maybe we get a swipe here. But to be honest, looking at this, I think that would just be your mitigation, which means it's you coming down to retest. And I would look at that as possibly an opportunity, not financial advice, of course, but we can see that we hit this target pretty perfectly here, got sold off. This is also an algo target from a Fibonacci retracement. So is this. Both of these targets are, but it hit this 38,427 very nicely, to be honest. Uh, yeah, almost to the T, to be honest. Yeah, that's pretty good. That spot got it pretty well. So that's nice to see. It is following structure. To be honest, it is the weekend. We could see it sell down a bit, but after that move, after that volume come in, I don't really think it's that bearish. Uh, in terms of it kind of looks like we want to make an upside resolution. It has a chance to make a downside resolution, but it's kind of implying an upside resolution. But of course, it's shaking out a bit of people because it can't be as simple as buy the pump, right? So it's sort of an institutional play. I would like to see how this plays out, but I'm looking at it as not a death sentence. It has a chance to break out, and what will obviously make me bullish is, I want to see how the weekly closes, and I want to see us close above 34,000. And obviously 37,000 closure would make me extremely bullish. But Ethereum again is going to have a chance to lead, right? Because Ethereum, if Ethereum breaks out, I think Bitcoin follows, right? And look at this, Ethereum is so close to breaking out. I do think if we just get a nice daily close above 1392, we do break out. Looking at the lower time frames, uh, what do I have? We could sell back down with Bitcoin, back here to 318, maybe even come back and test this box again. Again, I'm looking at that as more as opportunity, especially with Ethereum. Look at this. This is really close. It keeps getting rejected at this area like no tomorrow. And yeah, even on the lower time frames, it's shaping up to be a very aggressive. Even if you take it from these wicks, something like this, you know. It's a very, very aggressive accumulation phase. Now looking at, what would make me bearish, of course. Well, what would make me bearish is taking out this wick here. This would be an indication, but we still could come down and test here because this is proper structure on the daily because we have no confirmed top, to be honest, on this one. If this does trade down and then bounce up, then we could use this, right? But for now, even if we did come down maybe and wick like this and continue up, it's not a problem. But I do look at this as a major area to support it. So we might get a backfill on this. Yeah, I mean, we might end up just getting this wick fill here and then continue up. That's what I'm looking for. With that being said, remember guys, take care, trade sharp. Till next time, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.